Shocking details have emerged about the death of a 36-year-old Nigerian cardiologist, Dr. Ikenna Erine, who recently took his own life in the United States. Now, according to his father-in-law, businessman Francis Van Leer, Dr. Erine held his wife, their children, and their nanny at gunpoint for 3 hours after losing a custody battle to his wife. Now, luckily, the nanny managed to escape and alert the police. And when law enforcement arrived, Erine reportedly took his own life. Now, this tragic incident has ignited discussions about mental health and domestic crises, leaving many in shock. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
This is a very pathetic situation. However, this is my take on the Nigerian cardiologist in America that spoofed himself. His name is Ikenna Erine, 36 years old, a cardiologist. He had a relationship with Suzette. My heart goes to the parents of Ikenna.
Absolutely, it's very sad, to hear of his passing. The fact that he had to take his life, really goes to show that even though he was a cardiologist, a medical doctor, suffering from mental health, because it's a mental health issue. It's someone who it's really so sad, because if he is alive, we could even hear more of his own side of the story. But he's no longer alive, and it really breaks one's heart. But no matter what the situation is, no matter what we are passing through, suicide is not the last thing. It's not a final option, because if you know that there is also life after death, why would you be taking your life? Because for every difficulty comes ease.
Sometimes most of these men, our guys, and they are zero patient. You understand? They are zero patient. You know what I mean? They are zero impatient. They can't tolerate those things. They are losing patience
because of all these characteristics.
Because of all those things that
our guests possessed in the story of their life. While growing up.
Exactly. So
while growing up in Europe.
Yeah.
Because most of them come from Nigeria as good and normal children.
Yes.
I can attest to that.
Yes.
It was not Ikenna that took Suzette to America. Suzette was born in America by the father. Ikenna was 36 years old. From the records that we can glean, he had a divorce issue, a court case with his wife, and the terms the woman presented for seeking divorce was domestic violence. Domestic violence that has to be matched with his actions of using a gun to delete himself, and then custody of the children and family child support payment that was $1,900 US, not $15,000, as several commentators have said. Her father, the father of Suzette, came up that it was $1,900, and that according to the father-in-law, that his license was not seized. And if we can take the father-in-law's comments to be true, then why did he delete himself?
If you don't talk, you won't know what the problem is. If you don't talk, you don't know what the problem is. So talking does not bring solution, and I've always said this. Talking does not bring solution, but it brings clarity. And there is no problem you can solve without clarity.
You can't take your own life. Terrible things are happening overseas. And in Nigeria here, terrible things are also happening. But the case in Nigeria here is that the men are the most violent. But I saw a woman recently destroying the windscreens, the windshields of her husband's car, whether it's a skit, I don't know, but it's an expensive one. So a woman buyed a housemaid for watching television with her children. A woman stabbed her husband after so many appeals to her by the friend and other things, stabbed him, and the mother went there to clean the house, removed the thing, and said that he fell on the shisha machine that he was smoking with his friends.
Now, for the Erinne guy, unfortunately, we cannot conclude that he had mental issues. It is his father-in-law that insinuated that he had mental issues, that who takes his life because he was asked to pay certain monies for the child support. And he went ahead to say that one of the children has perhaps challenges, health challenges, and that is why that money is that much. But a sister or a relative of the guy came out to say that the author of that post, talking about his father-in-law now, denied that his daughter, can he deny that his daughter did not state clearly that she will deal with him and ruin him? And if he were a true father, he would have been in the know as things got worse before this unfortunate incident. I even felt that the father-in-law shouldn't have come out to speak at this moment, because his parents are grieving as we speak. So he should have some form of human kindness, milk of human kindness flowing in him, and that they should resolve this matter internally, not come out to speak. It's an unfortunate incident.
I just hate the fact that in all of this, it's the children who are the biggest losers. And the father-in-law did come out to say, nobody wins. This is not a win or loss for anybody. That my daughter is alive and children are alive. These children are now going to go on without a father, without one parent in their corner. It's so sad. Veronica, you're always so empathetic about these sorts of situations and passionate. Right. And tell that you're a real family woman. Thank you guys for your thoughts.
Now, the questions I want to ask. If a woman says she wants custody of children, let her take. I'm not living here with any child. Until I went to Europe to meet them, that they spent money on me. They don't send me money. I take care of myself. I enjoy my life. I keep saying this. I've told my wife and my children, if they say that I am not their father, I didn't marry them, bust them. I will leave this house if they tell me to leave. And in 10 years, I will be richer and happier. I will have other children. Fight over children. Fight over custody of children. What for? They are answering your name. Let them go. People should learn to let go. Somebody I heard of a man whose 4 children turned out not to be his own. With the wife, he's been married, a justice, and the woman is a lawyer. Then I closed my eyes. I tried to conjure the pain. If Dr. Mimi is not my son, Ejiro is not my daughter, Ufoma is not my son, and Ese is not my son. So what? I couldn't feel the pain. I could not feel the pain. As I told you before, I have lost every person I grew up with. Lost my 2 parents, lost all my brothers. I'm alone. So I've lost so much in life that I don't hold dear to anything. Nothing. I don't hold dear to anything. Number 2, if he did not lose his license, very fine young man, 36, many of your mates are not married. My son married at 38. Many of your mates are not married. They are still finding their feet. You can remarry and have other children. Even if they seized your license in America, you can go to another country and practice medicine. They will rush you. If you can't pay alimony and child support money, come back home. Come back home and start a practice. Go to another country and start a practice. Must you die because of, even if it was $15,000? Okay, I can't pay. I want to go home. It's not a sentence to prison. I will run home. I won't even tell him. I will run home. Come to Lagos, come to Lekki and practice medicine. We will understand you better. So why take a gun? Did they die put? Your father has lost, your mother has lost, your brothers have lost. Nigeria has lost a cardiologist. And there's more to life. And the tragedy is that life continues without you. Just imagine the trauma in the front of your children that you shot yourself. The trauma. We didn't hear your story, but no matter your story, you shouldn't shoot yourself. That woman, in a few months' time, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, she will start knocking another Nigerian, knocking one Nigerian, one Ghanaian, or knocking somebody from the Caribbean. So what are you killing yourself for? Pastor's wife, have you noticed that if you within a few months, another mommy has taken over from you? Life continues without you. I don't hold on to anything. I will be a very responsible citizen, a very responsible person, but you can't hold me to ransom.